Welcome to Grandma's YouTube. I thought today I would read Bluey at the beach because we all like Bluey and I live at the beach. Grandma and Pappy live at Pambula Beach. So even though the book is probably a little bit young, I thought it might be fun. Bluey at the beach. Bluey, Bingo, Mum and Dad are off to the beach. They set up the tent and roll around in the sand and then they race to the water. Bluey and Bingo pretend the waves are trying to splash them. Here comes a big one. There they are heading to the beach. Got a skateboard. And here they are setting up their tent, getting themselves all ready. And look, I think the dad is swinging them over the waves and the mum. That looks fun. That's what I can do when you come to Pambula Beach. I can swing you over the waves. Bingo. Let me just see. Mum is off for a walk along the beach. Why do you like walking by yourself? Asks Bluey. I'm not sure, says Mum. I just do. See you soon, little mermaid. Ha! What a strange answer, thinks Bluey. There's Mum heading off for a walk. They're making a big sandcastle. Not long after, she finds a beautiful shell and she wants to go and show her Mum. Please, can I show Mum, says Bluey. All right, off you go, says Dad. Whoa! For real life, says Bluey, all by myself, walking along the beach to catch up with Mum by myself? Dad nods. Yes, just don't go in the water. There's a sandcastle and there's the shell that Bluey found. Bingo waves her hands all over Bluey's mermaid tail. So Bluey was in the sand and that was a mermaid tail. Oh, I see. She's in the sand and she's got a mermaid tail made with the sand, like a sandcastle over her. Now I understand. Bingo waves her hands over Bluey's mermaid tail. Turn into legs. And poof! Bingo is able to pull her legs out of the sand. Mum is now a tiny orange speck. Bluey frowns. Oh, maybe I'll just stay here with you and Dad. But little mermaid, you can follow Mum's footsteps, says Bingo. Oh yeah, Bluey grins. She's a little bit scared, but a little bit brave. Thanks. There's Mum, all the way down there. Bluey's gonna have to follow her footsteps. Bluey hops from one footprint to the other and she runs and skips and does cartwheels in the sand. She's stepping in all of her mummy's footprints, running and jumping and doing cartwheels. She comes across a flock of seagulls. Can you please move? Bluey asks politely. A mermaid needs to get through. There's the flock of seagulls. What? They all flew away. You can do that too. When you come to Pambula Beach, you can chase the seagulls and they fly away. Bluey laughs as she hops from one footprint to the other. She runs and skips and does more cartwheels. She's still got hold of her very special shell. A big wave sneaks up and crashes onto the shore. It takes Mum's footsteps out to sea. It's covered them up. Oh, you cheeky wave, Bluey barks. How will I find Mum now? Just as Bluey begins to lose hope, she spots a little Pippi. And the Pippi squirts her in the nose. We've got Pippis that do that here too. A crab scuttles past. Bluey copies its funny sideways walk. Ha ha, I am the mermaid who got her crab legs, says Bluey. Pinchy, pinchy. Look at all those crabs. Bluey scampers away. She runs and runs, then skids to a stop. A jellyfish. How will I get past? She runs and runs, and then she finds a jellyfish. She picks up a stick and pokes the blue blob. It wobbles. Hello. Ha ha, you can't sting me, jellyfish. I'm the mermaid who got her legs, but only for today. She poked the jellyfish, and then she's heading off again to find her mum. Bluey races ahead. Look at this amazing shell, she calls, but Mum's still too far away to hear. I better keep going. Mum! Mum! She calls. Bluey runs and skips and does cartwheels in the sand until she comes across an old castle. Perhaps this is where the other mermaids lived, she thinks, and she leaves her stick as a present. That's an amazing sandcastle. I wonder if we could make one as good as that. She's left her stick. Looks like a flagpole. She might be able to put a flag on it. Then she slowly backs away and she bumps right into a pelican. Bluey begins to think she's had enough of walking all by herself. She looks back at Dad, but he's only just a tiny little blue speck. If I can't go backwards and I can't go forwards, what am I going to do? Says Bluey. Oh, she's looking a bit sad now, a bit scared. Bluey remembers the seagulls and the crabs and the jellyfish. If she got past them, maybe she can get past a pelican too. She summons every bit of courage. After all, a little mermaid has got to be brave. I am the mermaid who got her legs for one day, she says to the pelican. Then she tiptoes around the pelican. The pelican beats his great big wings and flies away. Thank you for moving, Mr. Pelican, says Bluey. A familiar voice floats towards Bluey. She gasps and spins around. Mum! Bluey! They run towards each other. Oh, they have a very big cuddle. Bluey holds the shell to Mum's ear. You can hear the beach in there. You can hear the waves. It has the whole beach inside. Mum listens to the shell in her ear. There's the pelican and the seagulls and the crabs and the sandcastle and even the jellyfish. Bluey and Mum head back together. I love walking by myself, says Bluey. Oh yeah, why's that? Asks Mum. Bluey thinks, that's a hard question. There's almost too many reasons to say I just do. I like to walk by myself. Maybe when you come to Pambula Beach, we'll see pelicans because we've got pelicans. We can see seagulls. We've got tons and tons of seagulls. We have crabs too, especially around the rocks. And if you walk very quietly over the rocks, you can sometimes surprise them because if they hear you coming, they scuttle away and hide down the crevices between all the rocks. We also sometimes have jellyfish that wash up on the beach. We have all of those things at Pambula Beach. And sometimes we see some amazing sandcastles that some people make and then they have to go home for their lunch and they're left there on the sand. That's really fun too. I like looking at people's creations. Maybe we can make one. I remember a little girl called Gracie Bella Jellybean who dug the hugest hole in the whole world when she came to Pambula Beach. That was at the river mouth. And I remember two little girls that went on the subs and Grandma and Pappy pushed them around. That was really fun too. And I think, Grace, you had a turn doing it all by yourself. And Miller, when you came, you climbed up high on all the big rocks. I couldn't believe how high you climbed. It was amazing. Anyway, I hope you like this story, Bluey at the beach. And I'll come back with another story another day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And subscribe. I love you so much. Bye.